everyone. So today I'm going to be discussing alcohols. So the way that I'm going to approach it is differently because I want to do it with color to show you the attachment points and everything to make it easier to see, especially for my visual learners. So an alcohol, what is it? It's going to be an OH, so a hydroxyl group. And the way that I have it set up is that the hydroxyl is going to be in green, or the alcohol is going to be in green, and then the carbon in yellow is going to be my main carbon that I'm focusing on, and then my purple carbons are the number of carbons attached to that yellow carbon. So in other words, in my first example, you can see I have one yellow carbon. That one yellow carbon is only attached to one purple carbon. That means that the yellow carbon is a primary carbon, and the hydrogens are primary hydrogens, and the alcohol is a primary alcohol. Okay, so in the next example, I have one yellow carbon again, but that yellow carbon is attached to two purple carbons. That makes that yellow carbon a secondary carbon. The hydrogen attached is a secondary hydrogen. And then again, the alcohol, because it's attached to that yellow carbon, is going to be a secondary alcohol. Okay. Now notice in this last example, the yellow carbon is attached to three other carbons in purple. That makes that yellow carbon a tertiary carbon. And that makes that alcohol a tertiary alcohol. Now notice I don't have any tertiary hydrogen. Again, for those of you that haven't seen my previous videos, which I highly recommend, carbon can only have 4 bonds. Therefore, if I already have the yellow carbon attached to 3 purple carbons and 1 alcohol, I already have my 4 bonds. So if I add a hydrogen, that would be 5 bonds. And again, carbon cannot have 5 bonds. It can only have 4. And if you go to the first example that I showed you, again, the yellow carbon is attached to 2 hydrogens, 1 alcohol, and 1 purple carbon. That's 4 bonds. In the second example, I have a yellow carbon attached to 2 purple carbons, 1 hydrogen, 1 alcohol. Again, that's 4 bonds. In the last one, the yellow carbon is attached to 3 purple carbons and 1 alcohol. Again, that's 4 bonds. So no, you're not going to have a tertiary hydrogen, or for that matter, a quaternary carbon. That's just not going to happen. So the max you can have is a tertiary alcohol. So you can have a primary, secondary, and tertiary alcohol. I hope you enjoyed this video. It takes time to create this content, so please follow, share, like, and thanks again for watching.